I'm gonna get in my little jungle oasis in here and have a seat in my thinking spot. This is my loofah and my cucumber trellis, and man, oh man, is it nice and shaded down here. So welcome back to the farm. So the first thing we're gonna do today is we're gonna get out to the farm stand. This is the kids' project entirely. Everything they make from this, it goes to their college funds and completely like to them for, you know, either a car, their first car, or college fund, but it's all theirs. And I just help them out and try to, you know, teach them or whatever. So I'm looking around here, we got a ton of loofahs, so that'll be something pretty good in the fall that we can start putting out there and making different crafts and whatnot from that. Loofahs are pretty cool, they're pretty easy to grow, and honestly we've been using them for kitchen sink sponges, and what's great is they take a long time to deteriorate, and when they do, you just throw them away and get another one. It's a completely natural substance, completely natural, you know, plant fiber that just breaks down back into the earth, and then you just grab another one, and they're so clean. It's not like plastics, you know. Read up on microplastics, like all these sponges that are made up in microplastics. That's, you know, that's all. You can't break it down. Like, it's going to get into the soil, it's going to get into the, you know, the streams and rivers, everything we drink now, and all of our blood, microplastics everywhere. So we try to get away from using plastic as much as possible. And so sponges, you know, it's a little thing, but when I'm scrubbing up my body with a plastic sponge or a plastic loofah, it feels kind of gross now after I've had a real legit loofah, and the real loofahs do so much better anyway. So anyway, we got a ton. We'll have at least a year's supply, probably also enough to sell. But anyway, let's go out to the roadside market stand and let's get it cleaned up. Let's get rid of all the nasty vegetables. I got Aiden helping me, my son here, and we're gonna get new fresh vegetables, pick some new fresh vegetables, get everything all ready to go, and then we'll advertise a little bit on a local page, and then hopefully we'll keep adding some money to it. If these aren't too bad or too rotten, we'll take them in and we'll make either relish out of them or pickles or something like that. But if they're like, this one's pretty dry, and so it's probably going to be, well, not probably, it's going to the chickens and ducks for them, for their food, and you know, other fruits and vegetables and stuff that the rabbits can have, the rabbits will get that. So like these tomatoes, they're kind of ugly. They're the ones that nobody wanted. Basically, everyone came and they got the bigger ones, you know, which I can't blame them, because I charge the same price for all of my tomatoes just to make it easy. I charge 25 cents a piece, so they're gonna grab the big ones, which I cannot blame them for that, you know what I mean? So there's really nothing wrong with these tomatoes, so we'll go ahead and we'll just bring them in, and we can make salsa out of these, or we can slice them up and we can eat them ourselves. So we'll save these tomatoes and any cucumbers that we can, you know, and the rest will go to the chickens, so nothing's really left to waste. And then we got some cleaner out here, some nice orange cleaner, so we're gonna wash everything, get everything, because we get a lot of dust obviously living on a gravel road right here. So we got to get everything nice and clean, back in order, and we'll get all fresh stuff in here again. The ones that we can probably keep, so these are still pretty fresh. We can put those, we'll bring those inside. These ones that look kind of green, they're still kind of dark green, they can go inside and we can make pickles out of them. But go in there.
This is where the inside
you go. So what we'll do is we'll take everything out, and that way we can just clean everything really good. They probably need replaced though, eh? I'm just gonna brush some of this like grass that we got in here. Replace the water as well.
Yeah, it's not that dirty.
All right, ready? Good catch. Got a baby? Baby crookneck.
True.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and pick them all. And they keep, the more you pick, it's like the more they come back. So just go go ahead and pick everything. All right, well, it's nice having a garden right here, so we can, you know, be inside here in the backyard and close to the kitchen, picking our vegetables that will eventually go inside the kitchen, the ones we don't sell anyway. And then, you know, you come across like some rotten stuff, got overripe or whatever. This one down here is on the ground, so it got kind of nasty. You just toss it over the fence and the chickens come running. They're not coming running as much as they are because like I've been doing this for the last 15 minutes, so they got a ton of food out there. So you can see them out there eating the cucumbers and the tomatoes and just knocking out all the produce that we throw over the fence there. Yeah, we got a lot over here, don't we? Getting too heavy. We're gonna have to invest in some better cages, ain't we? All right, if you want to hold it, I'm gonna pick some of these off here and that'll lighten it a little bit. We got some pretty good tomatoes here on this side. Pretty nice and big, round, not too many blemishes, except for that one. That one's a little wormy, eh?
Oh, and that one.
All of them are like fighting over something.
It's all right. So I'm gonna try to find kind of the better ones here to display. We'll kind of pick through and then come up with about 10 to 20 really good ones. We'll line them up really nice. Then we'll do the same thing with tomatoes. And then that one can go inside. It's gotten kind of too big. Yeah, sometimes when they get big like that though, they get kind of bitter. And so I just want to kind of make sure that they're smaller. Yeah, that one's, it's kind of weird shape, but it'll work. Yeah, that's a good one.
This one's orange.
Some people were asking me about green tomatoes.
Aiden, so do like that, and then that.
Oh, we've been working on this pile of wood over here for a long time. Starting to finally see some progress. We can see some dirt here, so a little bit more. But I think the boys are finally seeing some progress, and they're getting excited because we're actually kind of getting towards the end of this huge pile. So we're gonna cut and split enough to fill this trailer up, so this one will be ready to go. It can stay in the trailer, it can season in the trailer, and we can throw a tarp over it and it'll be ready to go at a moment's notice as soon as it's seasoned, you know, which this stuff has been sitting here long enough that a lot of this is very dry. We just need to get it split and thrown in here, and it'll be dry in probably 3 or 4 months. I'd say it'll probably be at the level of moisture that we want. So I'm gonna get this thing filled up and then we'll get it parked, hopefully I can find a place to get it out of the weather. But if not, we throw a tarp over it and at least it'll be somewhat dry and it'll be up off the ground, most importantly. And we can knock this pile out and I can start cleaning up these weeds that have grown around here. And then we can go get some more firewood to split up, some more rounds. So it's been a few weeks since we put out the market stand, the roadside market stand, just the honor system stand. And we're gonna go check it today. Put out a bunch of stuff, put out tomatoes and cucumbers, a little bit of our pickled relish, our sweet relish that we made. And what else did we make? Some soap. Cucumbers, lots of cucumbers.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, just some kind of extra produce that we had. Haven't put a whole bunch of different variety out there yet, but just some extra stuff. So we'll kind of see what we have going on. Oh yeah, we put some firewood out. So you want to grab?
Has anyone got firewood yet?
No, we're not missing no firewood, so nobody needs firewood yet. But it's not very cold yet either, so.
Did we get the chalk yet?
Yeah, we got chalk. All right, you want to open it up and we'll see. I see one relish going. This is bad tomato. We gotta chuck that. Oh, That's always a good sign when cash starts falling out. What we got? Let's count her up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
$8.
And
a whole
9.
bunch of change. $9. We got a ton of change here. Oh, the little froggy.
Oh, you can vibe right there.
Just let him go. Yeah, he's cool there. He's got a nice little shelter.
Yeah. No one can
These
get him.
this little box here that we keep the money in kind of doubles as a frog shelter apparently, which is pretty cool.
I know
We're all about the wildlife around here, aren't we?
Yeah, he's so cute. Like, one of I touched him, it was like, bro, leave me alone.
Mhm.
I was like, okay.
So of course, everything that they profit here, that goes to the kids. So they're going to be putting it in college. They can't spend any of it on dumb stuff, so it's going to be going to college and whatnot. So might have to get the metal detector out here.
Yeah, it's only
You're going to be dropping stuff.
Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a little thing.
So I just got all the money out, and then I went and added it all up. So for the 3 weeks that we've had the market stand, they've made over $70. That's $70 in cash, and then a giant handful of quarters. So I have no idea. I didn't count the quarters and the change, but you know, probably around $80 already in 3 weeks. So it's not a huge amount. It's not like we're getting rich, but it's definitely adding up. And it's, you know, we obviously don't man it, so we're not putting in a lot of hours. It's just extra produce that we have and stuff that we make here on the farm for ourselves, and it's just the extra stuff that we put out there. So it's really kind of neat. I think it's going to be a good little project, and I think it was well worth building anyway. If you haven't seen that build, you can check it out a few videos back. Hi guys, so we're here in the back pumpkin patch here. The boys have been taking care of this pumpkin patch back here, and it's their project. And we've just got an order for 25 pumpkins, so that's a good way to start us off, especially early in the year. So we can get rid of some of these that are already done that we planted just a little bit too early, and we can get those sold and on their way. So we're gonna go for the biggest ones here, and the ones where the vines, they're still alive, but the pumpkins are pretty well fully mature, and you can tell that they're mature. First of all, because the vines that they're on are starting to turn yellow. And then second of all, they're of course this bright orange color. And then you should be able to put your fingernail on there without actually going through. I mean, if you push hard enough, you will go through. But if you put your fingernail on there, it shouldn't make an indentation. So this one's got a nice hard outer rind. And because of that, because it's fully mature, when we take it off the vine, it's going to last a lot longer than if it was immature and we took it off of the vine. So we're going to check all these, and we're going to get the most mature ones, the ones that are like ready to take off now. And as you can see, we got quite a few of them. And so they asked for 25, so we're just going to get about 25 out of here, and I think we have more than enough. And so we'll grab that and load it up on the truck, and we'll go deliver those today. Probably all the way down here, so we can leave as much of the stem on there as we can, okay? By the base, so the stem can stay intact. A lot of people who are buying these, they want the stems intact. So if you want to create a system here, you can find the big ones, mature ones, check them first, then we'll cut them off, hand them to me, and I'll take them and I'll put them in the pile. Sound good? There you go. Here, I'll walk it out. Yeah, I think this is called a turban, but it's basically the same deal. So if you put your fingernail on it, yeah, this is good. This is mature. So we can cut it up.
Hopefully Grandma's okay with this one.
Yeah, people really like the unique stuff.
Wow, that was easy. I don't know why that one was so easy to cut.
I don't know. We might keep one of these to keep the seeds from it, because I think I want to grow these again. They're pretty cool pumpkins, pretty neat looking. I think they're going to sell pretty good. Here you go. Yeah, just be careful handling them and setting them down, okay? Because any kind of bruises we get on them will make them rot faster. So you want to be very careful with them. Need help? You got it.
I have it.
So how many we need left?
I don't think it's actually part of the pumpkin.
And park. Sound good? Sure. Good little truckload of pumpkins, huh? All right, you ready? So everything got real hot and real dry. And so what we're gonna do today, or what I'm gonna try to do today, is I'm gonna try to grab some of these seeds of some of these plants that have already dried up. So we have cilantro or coriander here, and this will do a good job of self-seeding. But I'm gonna grab some of these, so if they don't self-seed, or if I wanna put them in a different location or something. So just come in here and pop these off. This is the coriander seed. And so that's the plant that most people know is cilantro. So just gonna pop these into one of these pill bottles here. And they're already dry, so they'll be good enough. I can throw these in the fridge and they'll be good to go next year. And I can plant myself a new batch. Quite a few seeds for next year here. Come on, Rollo. Come on. Help me out. Help me out, boy. Help me out. Come here. Good boy. All right, guys. So the next herb that we're going to harvest, the herb seed that we're going to harvest, is going to be dill. So dill seeds look like this, and they're much kind of the same harvest. They get really nice and dry, and they also self-seed really well. But we are going to, again, try to collect the seeds so that we can give them to others so they can have dill, or we can plant them in different spots or whatever. So these are what dill seeds look like. And again, you can use the seeds. I believe they do use the seeds in different flavorings, and maybe you can ground them up and stuff. I'm not real sure about that one, but we do not. You can definitely smell dill, so they do give a flavor. But we're not going to be using them as flavorings. We're just going to use them for the seeds, because I like the fresh dill, and I love putting fresh dill into my pickles. It's just amazing. So there's a ton of seeds on this. Again, these are really good at self-seeding, so I'd recommend, if you don't want them to spread around in your garden, that you should probably put them in like a raised bed or a container or something like that. And another thing, if they do self-seed and you don't necessarily want them, you want to make sure you harvest them the second year before they do go to seed, or if not, you're going to be having more dill and it'll just keep coming as long as you let it go to seed. So got some more to harvest. Gonna have plenty for next year to give away or to use. And these pill bottles, man, if you save them, I know I save everything. It kind of makes my wife a little upset, but I just always can find like a use or a reuse for something, it seems like. As you can see behind me, it's looking pretty dark. It's firewood season, so rain, sleet, snow, wind, cold, doesn't matter. We got to get firewood to our customers. So we've got 2 out of 3 loads headed. This is headed to my restaurant. These are cut to 16 to 18 inches, small split from my restaurant, my brick oven restaurant. And so I'm leaving for a couple weeks for my elk trip, and so I'm stocking them up so they won't run out. And then I've got another customer who wants some, and he said he might be able to wait until afterwards, but I told him if I can get to him, I'm going to get to him, and I'm going to try to get to him. So I'm going to get him one. So this will be 2 of 3 loads today, and then we'll be all caught up, and hopefully I can go on my trip and everybody can stay warm. back up with firewood. So now I've got one more client to deliver to, and this bin I think is going to be almost empty. So we got about half a load to fill back up, so we might just have a few handfuls left, and that's about it from this bin. So we can go to start filling this bin up and start it seasoning for next year.